Hi everyone, it's Gualma, and this is the Ray is Right podcast, episode 5, where I'm going to talk about the Bumblebee versus Poison Ivy episode of the Who Would Win show with guest judge Adam MacArthur, who plays Marco Diaz on Star versus the Forces of Evil, which is a super cute and amazing show that I highly recommend. My brother actually introduced it to me, and I was like, oh, this is amazing, so I'm really glad that he did. So there was a lot of skepticism on social media about this episode. They were like, Bumblebee versus Poison Ivy? How is Poison Ivy supposed to win? So James was repping Bumblebee and Ray was repping Poison Ivy, and they said it couldn't be done, but guess what? Ray did it with an impressive victory where Poison Ivy won. So this is how the episode went. So here are Ray's 3 points. One is that Poison Ivy's vines are really strong, like they can pick up cars and throw them and rip apart buildings and crush stone golems and then hold Superboy in place, who has all the same superpowers as Superman. So yeah, those are ridiculously powerful vines that Poison Ivy can use. And then Ray's point number 2 is that she's a very durable character. She takes inhuman amount of damage, and she is said to be immune to everything. And then she could be brought back from medical death by water, just pouring water on her. And so, and she survives multiple explosives. Like, wow, this lady, she's got some strong defense, and then she can make like an impromptu shield out of her vine. So yeah, it's going to take a lot to take down Poison Ivy. And his point number 3 was her pheromones, so they can basically charm her enemies into doing whatever she wishes. And so she could just use them against, Bumblebee. And also he has like a corrosive acid that could just really do some major damage to him. If she could hold him in place for 2 minutes, get like the vital points and the joints, and it's not a good day for Bumblebee. So here are James's 3 points. Then he said that whenever Bumblebee gets damaged, he only gets angrier. Like, you could take off his legs. It's kind of graphic, but he'll just keep going. It's like, oh, he's getting hurt. No, he's getting mad, which kind of ties into his point number 2, where he also talks about durability and recovery. I mean, come on, Bumblebee's Cybertronian. These guys are pretty tough. And then point number 3 for James was that he has thousands of years of fighting experience, whereas Poison Ivy maybe has 20-ish years. But Adam rolled that Ray would win because, like he said, he only needs to hold down Bumblebee with those really strong vines for 2 minutes, and then Poison Ivy, she has the win right there. So, wow, yes, it was a great episode. Ray and James really brought their A game, and then Ray won. So, wow, it's Bumblebee and Poison Ivy. These are 2 iconic, amazing characters. I've watched some of the Transformers cartoon show, and I've only seen, some of the movies. I actually saw Transformers 1 in theaters. Oh, it was so fun. I went with my friend and my brother and my parents, and that was the summer of 2007, so I was only, 12 years old. And Bumblebee was, my friend and I's favorite character. So, in the part whenever he gets captured, spoiler, we're like, no, Bumblebee. But, oh, my goodness, it was really fun. We had Dion's that day, which, if you didn't know, Dion's Pizza is a restaurant in New Mexico. And I think they've opened one in Colorado by now. And if you're ever in New Mexico, I highly recommend Dion's Pizza. It's so good, and they have amazing pizzas and subs and salads. And, yes, you might be very glad that I recommended Dion's Pizza to you. And then there's also Poison Ivy. I'm kind of like a casual Batman fan. I'm not super hardcore. I know everything about Batman. So of course I've seen Poison Ivy. And then you had Uma Thurman play her in the Batman and Robin movie. And oh wow, how isn't that Uma Thurman? She's really something. But yes, it was a great episode. Ray, James, and Adam all did amazing as usual. And Ray was right. Congratulations, Ray. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Thanks for listening.